Here goes a lesson on Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. We're going to start with a G chord and a simple strum that's going to go. Okay, so down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So we're going to go G to A minor, G to A minor, G again, and then we're going to move to a B minor. So let's check out this B minor before we get going. 4, 4, 3, and 2. You might start with a 2 here, then a 3, then both of these fingers getting 4s. Okay, so we're starting with G to A minor. 3, 4. G again. This time, B minor. Back to G. B minor. And this is the verse. Back to G. A minor. C. And you kind of wait a second. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. So at the end of that, you hit a D chord 3 times. G. Back to D. And before we get back to that B minor, you kind of go from that D to a quick kind of a C before the B minor. So let's run through the verse again. That's going to be where the B minor starts. 3, 4. To G. B minor again. G. And then A minor to C. Back to D. Kind of that last sort of beat there, we're going to go back to that C. Start the second half of the verse. G. So B minor, G twice. A minor, C. That 3 hits. D. So that time, instead of going to a C to lead into the B minor, we're going to go to kind of these open 3, which is part of a G. G getting into the A minor of the chorus. So the end of that little bit would be, let's go from the A minor to C, D to G to D, that thing. So. G to D. But then kind of an open strings G. Till they get to the A minor. C, D, G, and then F, C. Kind of hit those opens again. Up to G, back to A minor. C, quick D, G, F, C. So slow that chorus down a little bit. So there's a couple things we can do. We can go A minor. So what I did there was I kind of went to an open string on that second string, the B string open. So kind of went bass note to that to back. It gives it a little walking thing like the bass line would be doing, like from a B to C for that chord change. So now check out this little riff. So for the D chord, another couple notes that fit with that D chord is the G string 7th to the little E string 7th, like a 7, 7, 7, in place of that D chord. So it'd be like a. Go right to that G. I would go to this G because then it can go to that F easy. And C. Kind of those opens again. Here's the second half of the chorus. 7s. G to F, C, Now we're gonna be back to the next verse. So that little fancy little riff just spices it up a lot, makes it a lot cooler. You could just do the simple D. So I'll do the chorus one more time, kind of the simple way. A minor, regular C. You don't need to do that riff in there if you don't want. Little D, then G to F to C. Little open strings, back to A minor, C, D, G, F, C. Now next verse, B minor to G twice again. Now A minor, C. D, G, and then back to D. Little C. C goes back to the B minor, and G goes to the A minor. Little prelude notes. So now we got A minor, C. Quick D. G back to D, and then we have the little opens of the G chord, A minor chorus. There'd be that walking part. G to F, C, opens back to A minor. And once again, that was just kind of lifting this one out and going. I'm just kind of hitting that big string there. Gives a little movement. Now we have a bridge. We're going to go F to C twice. So kind of had that little D in there. Get to a G. Hold that G for a while. Next verse, B minor. G twice. A minor. C. Quick D. G. Back to D. We'll have the little C pickup to get to the B minor there. A minor, C. Quick D. And G. Back to D. So here goes that bridge, F to C twice. Quick D. We're gonna hold G. Now we go next verse, B minor. G. Twice. A minor, C. Quick D. G to D. Little C chord pickup before the next B minor. A minor, C. Now you can use that same riff right there also in the verse part. Okay, now we've got a verse again. This is a instrumental bit, like a guitar solo type thing. A minor, C. C. And we can do that little sevenths in place of the D chord. Coming back to D here. Now this is going to be the last sets of chorus. So we're going to have A minor, C, little D riff, G to F to C. We'll have a little open strings pick up, back to the A minor, sevens, G, F, and then C, hold that C, little riff there at the end, 3 on the bottom, little hammer on 3 to 5 on the second string, back to that G and G chord. So once again, let's look at that main strum. We got down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So let's count that in. 2 and 3 and 4 and G to A minor takes us back to the intro. G, A minor again. One more G. And then we set up the B minor. First verse. B minor G twice. A minor C. D, 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 G. And if we're going back to B minor, we're going to use that little C to pick up. So that's like a, say we're doing G to D at the end of that. Then we got the C pickup. Almost like just the last sort of beat. And so the one different thing is you go to a C chord if you're coming back to a B minor to continue the second half of a verse. But if you're going into the chorus, which is the A minor, that's when you use those opens. You kind of mute that bottom one. Use that G chord as a pickup. The G chord sounds cooler going into the A minor, and the C chord seems to sound cooler going into another B minor. So, and then wherever you have like a D chord, one of those, one of those things, you could do that. You could do your little D chord. So it could be in a chorus, or it could also be in a verse. Once again, the chorus could just be very simple, A minor to C. Or it could have that more complicated kind of walking line a little bit. And once again, that was just lifting this one out and going big string, second string, big string. So to the C. And of course, we can do that little riff. Now let's see, let's look at that bridge one more time. We got F to C twice. D, 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 G. And it's like 2 bars of holding that G. And the strumming on this song, I mean, of course the Rolling Stones are excellent at layering all these different guitars and different sounds and acoustic instruments and stuff. And they never really strum anything exactly the same. Like every measure has a different type of a fill, a different space. So you could mix it up a bit, but that's a very simple, easy strum to get going with. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, that kind of thing. Okay, so Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. This will have a tab with it. Welcome to Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. Please like and subscribe. We will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.